Behold, a window of joy. See this finger? Follow. Y, O, J. Number 1, Lovejoy, painted in my window. This is about only 3 months ago. Now, I didn't start to do it, but this whole thing, if you take a look, you see the flag right over here, right here? It wasn't the flag until I see it now. You see where it says 1101 or 1101? Okay, it's now. Okay, now I'm going to just take this down and put it back to its norm. So I usually don't like to have a window open. You see, it's also a window, but I keep it closed. I want to put one over the next one. So we're just going to take this down. There we go. And now we've got this room. Room is going to stay like that. You can see the room, right? I'm going to put see the different colors in the room? See the bird? Now we're going to do a little bit of this. Okay, you see a little bit more of the bird? Now we're going to move the mouse a little bit. Now you can see me, right? Now you can see the wall. You see the wall next to the bird? Okay, let's check what these lights do. Red wall, green wall, blue wall. So these birds look like they're flying, eh? Into the night. These birds are still flying. What a riprap, eh? 2 minutes of Poe video, and I'm hungry. I got something to eat. I came on here because somebody said something to me. Sing, and I'll sing with you. My arms are open wide, for life it seems has come to me as a friend. Maybe I'm a dreamer, but tell me, is it wrong? I wake up knowing that my dreams are showing up of who I am. I need hope and I need faith and I need you. When we go to this is Dragon Ball Z, Another Dimension, 2005. The Return of the Sigmund Freud Test, Signal Testing System. Day of the Spawn, The Return of Sig Test 2. It's from this piece of paper. Okay, over 400 of them that I only found once on the internet, and I pushed in these buttons again. And tell me I made a mistake. Tell me I made a mistake 10 times and I'll try them again. I don't know where they are. It says http://forum, F-O-R-U-M, 4M. 4M is 52 man because M is the 13th letter. Look in Chaldean, look in Kabbalah, and give me all the answers, and I'll give you a greater story in every dimension of man who's quarter. Man's a quarter. He's 1/4 of something. Okay? Communication. Without communication, they don't need you. It's nothing to do with you. So whatever it is, communication is in you. Without it, you're nothing. You're not here. Tell me what you are if you do not communicate within yourself other than to make the body live. The Return of the Sig Test. Auf die alten Zeiten des Tred kann ich nicht mehr zugreifen, das nervt mich ein bisschen, wenn ich aber mit alten Sig aglichen will hier Nizer, Weird, Mir, Keiner, Ubel, Nyman, Oder. Do you feel like a chain store? Practically floored? One of many zeros kicked around and bored? Your ears are full, but you're empty, holding on to your heart to people who really never care how you are? So give me a coffee and TV history. I've seen so much, I'm going blind, and I'm brain dead virtually. Socially, it's hard enough for me. Take me away from this big bad world and agree to marry me so we can start all over. Date marked May 6, 2005. It happened the night before on May 5th. The day was May 6th, but the eve was May 5th. It was the 5th day of the week, of the 5th month of the year, of the 5th day of that month of the year 2005. The letter E, 3 times E equals 15, 3 times 5, Earth, economic, congressional, whatever. It's Earth and Jupiter, and it's electric company, okay? And it was 2005, so 555. Don't forget, 3 5s up, 1 5 down. 3 5s down, 1 5 up. Why? 1 5 comes into 3, making it whole. Minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 0.25, minus 0.25, minus 0.25. And in the 4th year of the leap year, you add on the last day. But in all reality, is you're paying back fractal time. Because when you come into birth, you're coming in on the 366th day of the year, not the 365th day of the year, and only for the quarter of who you are. Bring me a pick, a spade, a shovel, and bury me, pay none. Why? Pay none because you pay no one who holds a shovel. The pick, the spade, and the deck of cards. The leap year, 366. 121 times 3 is 363. 364, well, that's the moon. 121 times 3 is 363. 122 is 366. No 4 and 5. And when you multiply 4 and 5 together, you end up with memory of the sun. And 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 and 6 is communication. How does it work? 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 256. Which is the equivalent, if I can remember. Oh no, I can't remember, but that's okay. But that's the equivalent of 256. I'm missing 3 and 4, which is the DC energy. And if I take the 5, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals 625, I'm still missing the 3 and 4. First, I have a straight 2, 3, ace, 2, 5, and 6, which equals the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the straight on the 4s. And when it comes to the 5s, I have the straight on 625, 256, 625. It's the same straight, the same DC energy. So you need 2 times 56 to make 512. Or we have to get 64s into 256, which is 4 times, because that'd be 8 chessboards. And in the 8 chessboards, you take out the heart or the corner of all the boards, and you use that corner over there. So what are the chess pieces that go in the corner? So you have to make 8 chess boards. Hold on a second. Let's do this. And this is part of the Fibonacci. The Fibonacci becomes a 1 and 1 equals 2, and 1 equals 3, and 2 equals 5, and 3 equals 8, and 5 equals 13. This is the Monopoly board. This is Monopoly. This is chess. When you draw these boards, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're drawing a board. So it's 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? But you know what's funny? What happens if I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Because it says 5. And what happens if I took 3 and I took, how do I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, whoop, I made a mistake. That was 5. I'm not happy making a mistake. Can you see that? And get little of this stuff out here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you got 5, you got 8 by 8, and here you got 5 by 5. This is a conjunction. You would write rotas, okay, tenet, okay, rotas, sator, okay, and then you would have T-E-N-E-T, sator, this is A-S, this is ARPO. Okay, and this is ARPO. This is ARPO. Okay, so that's what we go in here. Here we would have chess, okay? So what we'd have to do is we'd have to take 1 over here and it'd be 3. then it'd be 3 by 3 because we have 3 over here. And this is Fibonacci. Okay, and then we have the 3 over here in Fibonacci, 3 by 3. And then what you have is you have 2 by 2 is over here. And then you have 1 and 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And this is what you would build right here. So after you build this, now what we have to do is we have to redo this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go all the way down to here. And we do it this way. Or this would be flipped. Instead of this being up here, this would now be down here. 1, 2, 1, 2. How would I do this? Here's the square. Here's the ones. And here's the 3 by 3. Here's the square, which is the 2. And this is the 5 over here. So I flip it. Then I go ahead. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I make 8 by 8. 8 by 8. 8 by 8. Now, I don't know if I should continue, but now, okay, I have to do 1 or 2 things with this. Instead of putting this one here, I now take this and put it on the outside. And then I take this and put it on the outside, and then I come in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I come in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then this part over here would go over here. And then this part over here, did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 13. Okay, now, I don't know how it doesn't look right, but it is right. So I would take this from here, I'd put it in here, I'd take this, I'd split it up, I'd put 1 here, 1 here. Then I put it back over here. This is the way it normally is done, okay? But I'm going to make it less confusing, okay? I'm going to show you. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. And this one goes here. Then they take this one over here, okay? And they get a heart out of it. And after they get the heart out of it, okay, they now have to box it in. So then we play, you see these diamonds? You see now what happened here in the diamonds. You see the diamonds over here? The diamonds. You see this box over here? Okay, this more or less would be the drill bit. This is your diamond drill bit if you want to look at it that way. There's only one. Then these sides are the workers. This side and this side. Okay, now do they become shovels? They become hats? Well, this is the hat that the Pope wears, okay? This is the hat and the sternum that the Pope wears. The question is exactly how to design it, I'm not sure. So what happens now is this 8 by 8 world now comes together over here. But we need a 5 by 5 and a 3 by 3. This will create your Monopoly game. Because after we do this, the Monopoly board is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But don't be fooled. This corner over here is doubled. This corner here is doubled. This corner is doubled. The size is doubled. Okay? And it's 2 by 2. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. So the actuality from here to here is 13 by 13. 8 and 5 is 13. By 8 and 5 is 13. 13, 13. 2 Monopoly boards come together right here. In fact, if you really want to see what it looks like in 1D, this is what it looks like in 1D, the formation. Okay, the same thing as this over here. Okay, you see the box, the way this crown, this is one kind of crown, the crown where the jack wears. I'm not sure if I have anything else. Oh, here. This is the same thing. This is your Fibonacci. Okay. 7286, 7 times 2, 7 plus 2 is 14. 14 and this equals 100. 41 equals the USA equals the DNA. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 is 7. 3 and 4, the DC world. GBI, Great Britain. Somehow Great Britain is holding the levies of something. I'm not quite sure what it is. This is something Mr. Sadar did. You did see this in my previous video. This is a combination of these. Okay, this is your division of your 40. This is your 90, but in between here and here is 90. In between here and here is 45. So if you're going in between here and here is 45, you got to go from here to here is 1. From here to here is 2. From here to here is 3. So you're moving 3 times. 3 times in a 45 degrees equals 15, 15, 15. That is why in tennis, and I'm not telling you for sure, but in tennis, if you were making a tennis move out of this, it could not be made. Tennis has to move towards the 10. Okay, now the question in tennis, what is the 10? Okay, the question is like this. I move from here, this 45 line, to here. I move from here to here and here to here. That's 3 moves. That's 15, 15. But in tennis, it's 15, 15, and 10. So 15, 15, and 10 does not get me down to here. So am I doing it this, or is 15, 15, and 10 is over here? Why is there 10 over here? Because this is your 1, this is your 9, this is your 3, this is your 7, this is your 4, this is your 6, this is your 2, this is your 8, this is your 5, 5. Everything here is 10. 1 and 5 gets 6. 9 and 5 gets 15. 15 and 6 equals 21. 3 and 5 equals 8. 5 and 7 equals 12. 8 and 12 equals 20 is the letter T. That is your transmission. These are the wings of Nibiru, guaranteed in numbers. Okay? This is 2 and 8. 2 and 5 is 7. 5 and 8 is 13. 13 and 7 is 20. We're going to go one over here. 4 and 6. 4 and 5 is 9, is your birth. 5 and 6, 11. Your I and I. Your 2 worlds of birth. I and I split 9. So we go over here. 5 and 6, 11. 5 and 4, 9, 20. All of these are 2020. 2020, 2020. 20, 40, 60, 80. In French, they say it's 80. Okay? 80, which means 420s. They say it's special. There's no other number. From 80 all the way to 99, it says 420 and 1, 420 and 2, 420 and 3. And all then it says, when it says 91, it says 420 and 11 when it gets to 91. Not 420, 10 and 1. When it gets to 91, it says 420 and 11. But when it gets to 97, okay, it says 420s, 10 and 7. 420s, 10 and 7. In English, it says 97. But in French, it says 4 of them. 4 codes. Now, even on our keyboard, okay, see 5? What's in between 5 and 7? 6. What's between 5 and 9? 7. What's between 5 and 1? 3. What's between 3 and 5? 4. 4 and 6, 7 and 3, 10, 10. 10, 10. 10, 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25. 10, 10 plus 20 plus 5 is 25. 25, 25 is the 50 stars. You follow the indrift? I just want to write this down. We have A1 and E5 equals 6. We have 1. We have 9 and 5 equals 14. 14 plus 6 equals 24. And it's perfect because this is green. This equals to the gateway 7146. You couldn't get it any more perfect. Man comes out from the gateway in spirit 7, 1, and 4. 7, 1, and 4 is a full reflection of the 3 worlds of light. Take any one of these numbers, 7, 1, and 4, add it with 3, 6, and 9, and you will come out to 7 to 10 and to 13. 1 and 3 is 4. That's the reality of the AC world. You can't go 10 because you already got the 10. You already got the life. You got the 10. You got the full star. So we understand that we're going to look on this side now. I'm not going to go fast. We have, yes, we were counting the tennis, 15, 15, and then 10. Even in the egg tray, an egg tray is 15 and 15. If you put another 10 in the egg tray, you'll have 10 of 30. That's the new equation also. If you, I'll write this down. Here's an egg tray. An egg tray is 30 eggs. 2.5 dozen. Now, if you go ahead and put 10 eggs into the tray, you'll be missing 20 missing. E, E, E minus E. You have 20 eggs missing. Man, 10, 30 creation, and 10 missing. Why is there 10 missing? Because this 20 missing, this is the transmission. 20 equals 26. The body, 20, and 10 is your 30. 2.5. 1 plus 2.5 is 3.5. 6 minus 2.5 is 3.5. It's all about 3.5. And 3.75 times 4 is 15. Times 4 is 16. Give me the light and give me 1 full minute. 3.75 is the gun, known as the gun in letters. GUN, 777. G7 or 07 or 67. Why? Because anything that is below, first of all, it's not even 7. 7 would be different. It would be 131, because once you have the gateway, you have the spirit, and you have the two worlds. So it's not even questionable. And 6 would actually be 4 and 2. Actually be 2, 2, and 2, 2, and 2, because 2, 2, and 2 is the 2 dice, and it's a 2 dice in this corner, it's a 2 dice in that corner, and then it's a 2 here. So you'd say 2, and then you'd say 2, 2, 2, because it's 3 dice in one on one face. But in this one, you see north south, but in this one you don't. So I mentioned about the 7. I got to come back to the reality of the crisscross. Excuse me for losing myself for a minute. The 1, 6, 4, 4 and 5, and 5 and 6. And this is 9, this is 11, this is DE, and this is EF. Okay? It's DE and EF. Okay, now E and E, when it comes together, okay, it will change. It will create a new word and a new letter. This one is I, this one is K. Now, what would I say? Feed K? F-E-E-D is feed. K, what is the K angel? The birth of King 9. Put a crown on a baby. He is the birth. King 9, 1 and 1 is 2. 9 and 2 is the birth in Venus. 9 and 2 is the extra day, the 29th day of February, that comes only every 4 years. And in an 18-day cycle, and in an 18-year cycle of 365 days, you're going to get 5,760, 365, 365. It's not fair, you can't see. 365 times 18. 365 times 18 equals 6570. Okay? You know what year we're in right now? We're in the year 50, the year 2000 with 50. The year 2000 uses the same numbers, but it's 5760. We're missing 15 because 15 is the egg tray. 15 is the number to the eggs. You need 2.5, 2.5 to get into the game. You need this one here and this one here. You need this one here and this one here. And you need the 5 in the center separated by the 4 that are there. 2 here and 2 there. And you got your 0.25. You got 4.25. No, the 0.25 becomes whole to everybody. They all get to use it, but its value is 1/4 because that's all you get to fulfill who you are. But the reality of the system, it gets all the numbers. You're counted in there. But if your reception is not working, it ain't worth shit. The numbers still exist. Now, I was talking about these numbers. Kadif, what does it mean, Ka? Well, the total is 20, but it goes all the way. When you hit 20, it's 2 worlds of J. Jack Link. Okay? Whatever Jack Link, but we're hooked up. But the further we go and the more we understand, the more we speak about the numbers, the more we move the numbers around, the more they'll give us letters, the more they'll give us different words. And in between some of the words, too and too many. Are you going to choose the one you find most relevant? Or you're going to try to figure out what they actually meant? I don't care what they meant. It means nothing to me. I am looking for my own reality. What makes me feel good. And when I'm done at the night, I'm going to bed. And I'll tell you one thing. I make sure, even if I'm speaking to myself and doing all these videos towards myself, I don't want to bring anybody down. All I want to do is say the truth that won't take and bring anybody down otherwise than believe different than what I think. Just close this shit down. Don't watch it. Do I care? Of course I do. I'm trying to do the best I can for what somebody might be inquiring about. Otherwise, why am I here? If you ain't inquiring, well, you ain't going to inquire at the beginning. Then if it shows an interest in some kind of relevance through the pertinent ways that I come about explaining the reality that I see, which is irrelevant, unless you want to take a step further. Do I waste and watch this shit for another, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get back to what I was speaking before about number 7, number 8, and number 9. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are all different. In fact, 5 is a combination of 1 and 2. 6 is it's a special combination. It's 2 formations together in 1. That's how we link our spirit to our soul. Okay, but there's a secondary spirit. Okay, there's an SS, a soul spirit, I guess you can call it, but I don't want to get into that. Okay, so where were we going to take some of these numbers? At the same time, this makes 20, it also makes 8. So the heaven of E and I, E-I-E-I-O. 6 and 5 is communication, the flow of the wolf. Okay, this one is over here. 9 and 2 is 11, 9 and 2 is 20. 20, automatically 0 gets 6, that'll become 26. 2 and 6 is 8. That is where the exclamation point comes in, the interrogation mark, where man is the exclamation point. And if you look on the debit machines, they have moved the Q that was in between the P and R, and they moved it to the number 1 key, and that was the 17th letter. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals an egg, 15. 8 and 7, which is the 2 gateways. 8 and 7 is creation. 5 by 6 is 30. 5 and 6, 11 is 41. DNA split USA. Because there's a 0, add 6, 47. Time of Christ, 47, 71, 121. 11 times 11, 121 in time. Okay, is a minute 21 is actually 9 times 9, 81 seconds. If we take 20 minus 6 equals 14 DNA, USA, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 54, the sun, one more time. How the DC connects into the sun. This is a manufactured system. If we sit down long enough for a little period of time, we can put this stuff together. Because guess what? It already exists. It already exists in our basic electronic plumbing and science. Everything that's happening right now exists other than the things we just don't know or don't understand at the present moment. But the system exists and we can find it. So we had 7 and 8 before. 1 times 7, the letter Q. If you remember, we were on the letter Q. The letter Q is the 17th letter. They removed it from P, R, and S on the 7 key. The 7 key. So P, R, and S, P and R equals 18 and 16 is 34, representing DC. S is 19, total electric, representing now electric company. The total, 53. The total with the Q was number 70. Number 70. Number 70. Remember number 70 and 17. 70 and 27. 70 and 7. Remember those numbers because there is a video that I will be explaining how those numbers work because of the French. French is an easy transformation of Latin, where English is another transformation of other language, and between the two, I can cover up to the Roman time, basically. There's not much different. Just bring the Latin into the French next to the English, and I don't want to say it like this, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to laugh. And you've got the dumbest Latin English people in the world. They made it so easy for us, it seems to be more complicated than ever before. But that's okay. That's okay. So now what we're going to do is the Z. They took away the Z, okay, from WXY, okay. It used to have the Z. You see here they took it away between the light of creation of 666, 4 times 4, 3 times 6, 3 and 4. Representing 1219, the spirit. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 12 and 7 equals 19. PRS. Or how about father? Père, the color of your eyes. Or père, the father. Electric company. 26 comes out from WXY. 20, 40, 60, 65, 69, 72. The number to time, 7 and 2. 72 and 25 is 125. 5 times 5 times 5, 125. May 5th, not on a leap year. 125. 72 plus 26, 6 and 2 equals 8. The letter Z is now put on the 1 key with the letter Q. It becomes 6 and 2 and 1 and 7, the gateway to 2 and 6. 1, 7, one more before 1, 7 is 2, 6. The one before that is 3, 5. 3, 5, 2, 6, 8, 8, 8. 8, 7, the gateways between 7 and 9. 7 and 9 is 16, giving you back the light. The French and Sweet 16, the reason why it's Sweet 16 in the French is, first of all, because it's after 5. It repeats 4, but now 4 has got split up. Look, here's 4. You understand? It got split up right over here, here and here. They put a beltway on it. Put a beltway on 4 over here. There's a beltway that way and a beltway that way. There's 2 of them. So instead of 1 world, now there's 2 worlds, and we have 2 worlds. You have to turn them 2 worlds, or you can put one like this. You see the way we see the corners? See, that's how these come out on the other dice. I'm assuming, but there's another way to look at that because of I need to get my thing and measure the angle from this dot to that dot. The Holy Ghosts. There's 21 Holy Ghosts. There's 2 of them. There's 63 Holy Ghosts. What's in the Bible? Give me the numbers in the Bible. It's got to exist somewhere else and not in one formation. Otherwise, it would be lost in translation. And if it's lost and found in translation, then it's a miracle you found something new that nobody ever saw before. So now we have on number 1 on the debit machines, we have the letters Q and we have the letters Z. So Q 17 and Z 26, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. This one and this one. This one will equal 7 and 8. And this one will equal to 12 and 8. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 times 2 is 3. 3 and 2 is the backdoor entry. 3 and 2. 2, 3, 12, 7. 5 and 8. Silver Surfer. This is the interference we're getting. 5 and 8, the Silver Surfer, right over here. And it comes out through Q and Z. Cuzzy, Q, Z. Oh my God. What is the association between these two? That's what this says. You want to know what the number to Quebec is? 53. You want to know this number? 14 and 5? 5, 5, 5. 5, N is the 14th letter. E, 5 is the 5th letter. W is the 23rd letter. The doorway, 5, 5, and 23. And this is 5, 5, 5, 5. 23, 42, and 35 equals 77, the double gateway. Never saw this one before. The debit machine shows the gateway in New Zealand. I have to understand. I have to end the video right now. There's so much more to do. But anyways, this becomes 20 and this becomes 15 equals to 35. Equals to 35. If I take New Zealand, okay, just in the word new, okay, and I remove it. No, I'm just going to do it a little different. I'm going to take Zealand now. Is it this way, Zealand, or with two E's? But it doesn't matter. I think it's with two E's. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Okay, it says EA. DNA. L is 1, 2. Okay, this is the passage of the light. 1 times 2, the same number over here that comes from over here, the Z. Okay, and this will recreate the T. Okay, something to do with this, the tolls. I don't know what it means. Or Zoltic, some Zoltic, Tolzik. I've seen it many times. So we're going to get back to land. Then there's land or by the sea. Or how about Nia? No. By the water, by the land, and by the sea. New Zealand. E and A together gives a combination of O, bringing back the egg. This is the 14, and this 1 and 2 is 3. 3.1415, the beginning of pi. New Zealand, DNA, land of the nuality. This becomes 9, this becomes 5, this becomes 11. The passage through 5 is 9, 11, and it's New Zealand, and it says Quebec to end it. Quebec is major for the water, 36, 36. I have a ton of stuff. I started to show you this Dragon Ball Z. I've got 300 pages, and part of it is in German. Okay. See the date on it? Even the dates are 15/5/2003. So there's tons of pages of this. And what does it all mean? I wanted to show you one more thing. Somebody asked me the other day, and it took me a while, and I figured it out. Imagine we're building something, and here's the top, and here's the bottom. And I need to put a screen in the back. So I start the screen like this. Here's the first part of the screen, up, down. Then I go down, and then I go up. And then I go down, and then I go up. If you notice, the end here ends like this. If you notice, this part here is like this. So this one is 522 equaling to life out of 21. Why? Because this is 22 bust in blackjack. Blackjack is a representation of Valentine. Why? Because 91 is the equal number to the spirit. In blackjack, the spirit gets to be also 11 equals to 102, which is the same count as Valentine. Valentine, or part of the Valley of the Dolls. So this one comes together, and if you take a look, this one shows you number 8. You see the support here? Like the Archangel Raphael drives around and he's got this thing that he's twirling and twirling. How about the kissing fish, the 2 eyes between the top and the bottom? And then they come in here and they divide the lips, if you want to look at it that way. If you want to look at it another way, this over here is a down 5. And this is an up 5. But the reality of all of this is 7. These are equal to 7. Why are they equal to 7? Because of this dice. You see 4 on this side, but if we turn to the opposite side, we see 3. Is that total of 7? Right? If you turn to 5 and the total on this side is 2, is that 7? No. This bottom one here and this bottom one here duplicate. This top one here, this top one here, and this top one here duplicated. So 5 with 2 equals to 5. These are equal to 5. Okay? But there's 2 of them. There's a 5 on this side here, and there's a 5 here. 4 and 3 equals 5, and 5 and 2 equals 5. 5 and 5, 5 and 5, kissing 5s. Why do they kiss? Because they're overlapping. 7 is the only one that doesn't overlap, is this one over here. 6, and it's in the middle, so it's a whole 7. But there's a problem. There's nothing here, and there's nothing here. Here you're missing 6. Excuse me. Here you're missing 8. And here you're missing 2. TH. Time, heaven. 8, 8. Okay, because this one will now be the 20th letter. This is the 8th letter, is 28. Time, heaven. 0 equals 15. 2 plus 15 equals 2. 512 memory. Why? Because 0 equals 6. But also 0, okay, the 15th letter is the reason I do it. So 1 and 5 is 6. 2 and 6 is 8. 88 comes through T and H. 7 and 8. 88. And then you have 0 and 0. 15 and 15. 5 and 5. 15 and 15 is 30. 5 and 5. Or 2 egg trays if you want. 5 and 5. Why is this number 7? Why is this a 7? Because the light only travels at 7. And that's it. Whatever that means, it can only travel through 7. Here, the light travels through 5. Here, the light travels through 3 and into 4. Okay? Same thing with all of these. So now we have New Zealand. We're going to leave it at this. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'll come back and do that thing, that French thing, and show you how those numbers work. And this is a lot of fun for me, but I feel like I'm way behind, and I've got no, what do you call it, classification going, okay, today we're going to do this. I'll explain it the way it is and like have a program of some sort so that like an information, you can grab it and take a look at it yourself and say, oh yeah, I see what he did. I don't care what he did. I do care what he did. It makes sense, the numbers, and I'm starting to see that reality because the numbers fixate to it. So it's not me giving these definitions. It's the numbers that found the words that were written, gave me the numbers gave me the words, and so on and so forth. And over a period of time, voila, magique. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.